Funding meant for traders. Mentfunding. Hello and welcome to the Ment Funding YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for waiting. Now, we're going to get right into it because we don't have time for BS. We are traders and we're here to execute on the charts, okay? So, two competitions. One has finished on July 1st. And, as a result, the people have been waiting for their prizes to see what it is that Ment Funding looks for. And another one is currently ongoing, the Push Yourself competition. And this one's ending very soon, but make sure that you're part of the next one, which will be available shortly. And that way you can actually gain a chance to win a free evaluation. Now, it's a free one-step evaluation for funding. Now, something that most people don't do, and many firms don't do, is reward you for actually trading. And for the first time ever, as a lot of you might know, as per our rules, as I talked about in the last video, having the highest balance or equity is not what's going to win you this. It's going to be a portion of it, but what we're looking for is consistency. We want to see people that are making money and people that can trade within our rules. So we've gone through a few things to go ahead and eliminate certain people and establish a true, in this case, top 8 of the traders that we've seen perform and go over exactly what they did, where they actually fell in the rankings from a P&L perspective and all the fun stuff, and where they ended up. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Make sure you're part of the future competition. There's a lot of competitions. There's a lot of stuff we want to do, and I don't want to bore you anymore. So, mentfunding.com should be your last stop for anything. One-step model, amazing scaling coming. Check it out. Now, let's jump right into the action. So, eliminations. We had a total of about 1,100 people or so, 1,000 people, 900 people, whatever it was. We had a total of that many people, and we're going to talk about the specific things we did to start eliminating them, not even from a perspective of who came first, to second, third, fourth, fifth. Let's get into it. So the first thing we did as a firm is we decided, what is one way that we can judge truly how well someone's doing? And the first thing that we did is we looked at the trades. So what that meant is we very simply looked at traders that took a certain amount of trades or more, because for us, we want to see things that are statistically relevant. So someone that took one trade, one off, all in it, went crazy, blew up their account, made it to $600,000 in one trade. Well, those didn't pass. None of those were important to us because those weren't a demonstration of actually trading, right? We do not want the one-off gamblers, the one-off shoot for the moon and see what happens, because that's not what consistent trading looks like. So our first filter was to find traders that actually had traded during the time of the competition, that had more than X amount of trades, that had more than a certain amount of trades. That goes into deciding, hey, is this a trader that we can now statistically, mathematically look at and say, okay, is he someone that should win a completely free evaluation with Ment Funding, where we'll be backing him with real capital once he's funded? So instantly, that knocked down the entire percentage down to 420 people. Now, keep in mind, as we're looking at this does not incorporate all the disqualified people that were actually disqualified. So let me go back right here. So this does not take into account all the disqualified people. So as you might know, there's about 1,100 people, and very, very quickly, right, as you know, about 50% of them were disqualified and cut from the chopping block. We still looked at their results because it's going to be part of discussing some of the beautiful things you're about to see for the winners. But about 50% of them got axed, right, just off of either blowing up their account or not following the rules. So that's a very crazy thing. But right now, without even looking at that, we're going through the step-by-step that we as a firm went through, okay? So the first thing was trades. Now, the second thing was time. You can see it only eliminated 2 people. That's all it took. But this was a very, very big staple of elimination. And the reason for that is, so for this specific filter, what we looked for is for people that are opening trades during rollover. As a lot of you know, rollover is widely known as if you're a forex trader that's been trading for a while, during rollover, 5 to 6 p.m. EST, spreads are always going to widen to unprecedented amounts across the board, across all brokers. So people that are trying to take advantage of and trade during those times and opening trades during those times are quite literally gambling and don't understand what they're doing, right? Even if you're entering a higher time frame system, you're waiting before rollover or after rollover to enter. So we had a very simple filter to eliminate those people, and lo and behold, about 2 people from the overall trading, which is very little, but still an important factor of consistency, were eliminated. Because again, if we're taking if you're getting a $1 million account and we're taking that risk on you, you can blow that account in one rollover session because you don't understand how spreads widen and take you out. So as a result, that's one of the things that we filtered for, and as a result, had 418 people remaining after that elimination. Now, the next thing is profit. It's hard as a firm that wants to reward consistent traders to just do it for consistent trading with very minor gains. We're still looking for people that know how to churn a profit. And if it wasn't your month, right, if you didn't perform the way you wanted to this month, or you didn't have the greatest trades and you didn't hit the beautiful trades that took you to the moon, that's okay. That's why we hold multiple competitions, and we'll keep holding competitions. And that's why we also actually sell evaluation accounts, so you can take your time with no time limits to actually pass them. Okay, so the next thing we looked at was actually profit. And what we simply looked at was for people that made $6,000 or more. So very simply, as a lot of you might know, $6,000 on a $200,000 account in this scenario is about a 3% gain. So very simply, we looked for people that at least could make 3% on their accounts. And lo and behold, that knocked down this 418 number down to 92 traders left. And then very simply, from there, we took the top 50 from a P&L perspective, who was the highest P&L, and we have 50 people remaining. So we had a top 50. Now remember, within the top 50, even though you're in the top 50, doesn't mean you're going to win. And the reason for that is because, as I said before, this is looking at the overall basis of every trader. It's not looking at the people that lost their accounts. For instance, right, it doesn't take into account the 700 people that lost their accounts for breaching rules. So what's interesting is many of the winners, okay, would have actually performed very well and won, but they actually were disqualified for impeding on the prop firm's rules, which are a staple of trading with Ment Funding. So of course, it's very interesting to see that even in the top 50, the top 8 people of the top 50 were not the winners. And let's get into the winners, their equity curves, and what they actually look like. And of course, for the winners, please claim your accounts in Discord, or we're just going to reach out to you via email so you can claim your accounts because, you know, 1, thank you for waiting, and 2, because you've demonstrated consistency in your trading, and now you're receiving a free account for your actual consistency, and you're being rewarded for following your rules and trading well rather than for, you know, taking a big risk and just making a shit ton of money and sitting still. Let's get into it. So the winners, number 1, Dave P. This is a huge congratulations to you, sir. Let's take a look at what's actually going on here. So for the ranking, check this out. The overall ranking in regards to winning, he came first. He's winning a free one-step $200,000 account where he gets to take as much time as he needs now to pass it. And he just did that with a free evaluation. That's nuts, okay? Now, for the competition specifically, in regards to the actual competition, this one right here, he actually did finish first. So the person that finished first in the competition actually was a trader that's getting rewarded for being first because he proved consistency. That is an amazing thing. He had a very, very good month for himself, and, you know, nothing but commendations and respect to him for doing so. But what's interesting, as you'll see right here, is he actually came 15th. Okay, 15th in the P&L ranking. So like I said, we went through this first and we didn't take into account the disqualified people. We just looked at everybody, right? We took everybody into account. So what's funny is there were 14 traders that did better than him, had better EVs, had more P&L, but they all blew their account because they blew it through the Ment Funding rules. And what that means is this trader is the first one to show that, again, he can come 15th in a P&L curve, but be consistent enough to win the first place and receive $200,000 one-step evaluation. And very quickly, we have this right here. You can see he did it over 47 trades, 66% win rate, 34% loss rate. So 66% win rate is very, very impressive. Congratulations on that, especially since it looks like you have a very good system. He did it over 47 trades, as you can see. His final balance was $310,370. So an absolutely absurd gain, right? This is not even what we ask of our traders to gain on their accounts. So remember, 10% of 200K, which is the profit target, let's get our little calculator out, is 20K, right? Times your 10% is 20K. He only had to make 20K. He made 110K. He went above and beyond. He almost dupled his account. This is amazing. This is someone who, as he goes ahead and now gets funded with Ment Funding, is someone that's going to be able to scale his account with us, which is a beautiful thing to do, especially with our scaling plan once it's time. So congratulations, Dave. Very, very impressive. Now, again, you know, he didn't only take 5 trades, he took 47 trades. And this is just a representation of his equity curve throughout the time. So congratulations. At one point, he made a little peak of 268,878, went through the normal bits of drawdown, some losses, took off, and ended with some normal break even and losses into 310. And I love to see that. I love to see that he didn't stop trading at the all-time high and continue trading, because that's what traders do. So a lot of respect to you. Congratulations on first place and the 200,000 evaluation account with one step through Ment Funding. Congratulations, dude. Now, second, we have Easy J. If I say any of your names wrong, I'm very sorry. Now, you receive a $100,000 one-step account. That is amazing. Good job. Notice he only had 10 trades. So he had 10 trades, but he did well, and that's what he gets. And now notice something interesting. Overall, this member scored number 2. So he's the number 2 place. He's getting the second account. But in the actual competition, he came 7th. And the reason for that is because as we went through elimination, the people that were before him were eliminated for certain factors, such as, over leverage, going crazy, losing their account, getting disqualified, the actual trades, the profit, whatever it might have been. He overtook those people. And as a result now, even though he was 7th in the competition, he actually takes the number 2 prize and gets a $100,000 step one-step evaluation account, right, with no time limits. And notice something interesting from an overall P&L outlook, right? So this is taking everyone into account. He was 29. So he was in the top 29 people of just P&L, right? Already 14 places below the number 1 contender. But because he was within the bounds of Ment Funding, because he followed our actual rules and was not disqualified for just doing crazy things just randomly, he was able to take the second place in this overall competition and gain his 100K account. And he did that with a 70% win rate. That is beautiful. Congratulations. Again, ending his account at $262,000. Firstly, starting out, a little bit of drawdown and break even, trading up to around 240,000, playing around for a while, actually. Nothing really happened, and then finished at around 262,000. A lot of respect. This guy knows when to strike. So congratulations, Easy J. You deserve it. Let's go to the third person. Patihak. I think I said that right. I hope I did. I'm sorry if I did not. $50,000, a winner. Number 3. Let's look at something interesting. In the competition, he came 8th. He came 8th in the competition. That would have been the 8th prize, but instead, because of the way that we are now doing and looking at consistency in our traders and in you guys that are taking the competition, he took 3rd place. And on top of that, notice where he was P&L-wise, in the 30th place. And something very cool to see, 235 trades. So very quickly, as we're looking at this, notice how the amount of trades you take, 47, 10, 235 does not determine your success as a trader. Sometimes knowing when to strike is something that's going to make you a lot more money. Now, this person clearly has his own edge, and his edge is to take multiple trades, as you can see here. So we congratulate him, but we want to remind you guys, the traders, that taking a lot of trades or being in the action does not necessarily mean that you're winning, okay? 55% win rate, absolutely beautiful to see. Positive RR, positive expectancy, and gaining money. Exactly what we want to see as a firm, and very excited to have this guy try out with the one-step evaluation with Ment Funding. So number 3, competition number 8, traded up to 261,000. You can see again, just like one of the other traders that succeeded, continued the trade after he hit the high on his account. And that's what consistency looks like. Similarly here, he hit a high on his account and continued trading, right? So you can see if this was about 100 trades, it's about 150. So he took another 20, 30 trades from that all-time high, because this is someone that trades consistently and does it every day and doesn't show up to get the home runs, the kind of people we want to fund, okay? 55% win rate, beautiful stuff. Kegotso, I hope I said that right. Number 4, $25,000 one-step evaluation account. Congratulations. 16 trades, again, going hand in hand with the fact that you don't have to be taking thousands of trades to be profitable in a month at all. 60% win rate, again, very, very impressive. You're seeing that it's not these 90% win raters that are actually winning. Sometimes it's people in the 66, in the 70s, in the 55s, in the 60s, and we're probably gonna see some more things coming up shortly, like this 51 right after. So very quick, he came 4th. In the overall competition, though, he would have been 10th. Yet he's now taking the 4th spot and actually getting a prize. As a 10th contender, he would not get a prize in that competition because we paid out the top 8. Now that's a quick, what do you call it? Reminder, okay? It's a quick reminder that for this specific one, right? There's actually 12 places paid. So that means that you have a very good shot at getting a one-step evaluation to trade with, as long as you follow your rules as a trader, which is what trading is all about. So congratulations. Again, same thing. At an all-time high, continued to trade, so got himself a little bit lower, but this is exactly what we want to see in traders. 254K as his final ending balance. From the start, traded up to a nice little value, started to dip, continued to trade, didn't do anything emotional or dumb, traded himself up to 222,000, came down, started to trade to all-time new highs, and ended with another little slope down. But this is someone that you can clearly see would continue to trade profitably, and that's exactly what we want to look for. 60% win rate, congratulations. P&L value from a standpoint of P&Ls from our data collection, he came 34th, yet still he takes the 4th spot, because again, just because you can make a lot of money doesn't mean you're profitable long term. Landon, congratulations, 25K one-step evaluation for you, 50% win rate, yet a very, very profitable curve over about 40 trades. In the competition, this person came 14th. That means that he wouldn't even be able to get he wouldn't even get to reap the benefits of a beautiful Ment Funding one-step evaluation, even in our most recent competition that placed 12 places. But still, despite coming 14th, he's receiving a $25,000 evaluation account, one step with Ment Funding, because he came in 5th. Due to the fact that he was consistent in his rules. At a 50% win rate and 40 trades, he worked his way up from a $200K account up to a $235 profit, $235,000 profit. So that's 35K gain. Now again, is that over 10%? Yeah. Again, he was almost at 20%. He could have passed 2 Ment Funding evaluations with just his performance in this overall trading competition. Started out a little bit back and forth, made it to all-time new highs, and then actually came down significantly and worked his way right back up to 217,000. Went sideways for a while, worked his way up just to above that, and then dropped back down to under 217K, and then made a beautiful run over the last 10 trades, it looks like, 5-10 trades of the month, to that 235K value, cementing himself as the number 5th place. A huge, huge congratulations, Landon, with your 50% win rate. Now it gets interesting. Notice the number 6 place and notice his win rate. A lot of the things that you guys know about win rates are not true, especially if you've been doing this for a while. You know that low win rates in some cases can actually be extremely profitable, and actually the most profitable for many traders. But I'm going to leave that for the Ment FX side and just talk about the winners here. So Saurabh, 25K one-step evaluation, comes in number 6. Congratulations. Overall, he's scoring number 6 in the competition. Here's something that's interesting. He was actually number 2. So what knocked him down to number 6? Well, what I can tell you is that this member in some locations actually over-risked and risked way more than was permissible through Ment Funding, and as a result had big gains on his account that were like up here. However, those were not within the consistent rules that we're looking for at Ment Funding, especially from a perspective of the actual accounts that you're getting and the leverage that you get on those accounts being 1 to 10 or 1 to 20 with upgrades. So what we did is we did not eliminate the member fully, because again, we want to make sure that we are teaching you guys firsthand what we're looking for. So instead what we did is we erased the positions that were way over risked and had way more than enough risk on them. And it moved them down from being number 2 in the competition and being high up in the P&L curve to, in this case, top 6, which still rewards them an account. So congratulations. And that was all done with a 40%, actually under a 39% win rate. So that's really, really cool. Congratulations, Saurabh. You deserve it. Started out instant all-time new highs on his account, then went sideways for a very long time. I think he had another all-time highs here of like 90K gained, which personally I don't think is realistic. Maybe it is. Maybe that's his system. However, we're trying to be as honest and as upfront as possible, and that's what I'm trying to do when I'm here talking with you guys. So this client, this member, finished 6th. He gets his $25,000 one-step evaluation over 51 trades, traded up to that 241K level, continued trading. So this is very respectable, the fact that he continued trading, worked his way down to 235, and congratulations, sir. Number 7, 50% win rate again. Notice how it's not these high win rates that are just taking over the leaderboards nonstop. It's just the people that are doing normal 50-50 stuff and have positive expectancy. A lot of respect for that. So Roselle D, congratulations on your $25,000 one-step evaluation. 29 trades, came 11th in the competition, wouldn't have been paid, but is now number 7 and is getting paid with a P&L number of 36 and an overall ranking. So came 36th, but is still finishing in the prize pool. Worked his way up from the very beginning, had no move down into drawdown at all. Moved his way to the top of around 205K, played around this level at that 205K, and then took off during mid-month or midway through trading after about 10 trades. Took off to all-time new highs, continued trading just like our other members. A lot of respect for you for doing that. Continued trading into that 234, 133 level at the end of his 29 trades. Or her, Roselle. I don't know. Congratulations. Number 8, our last guy, Arthur W. A huge congratulations to you too. An 80% win rate, just under 78% win rate. Very cool to see. But notice how one of the highest win rates in the entire competition, 78%, actually came last. Another something interesting to look at the win rate side. That's something for you guys to work out there with your mentors, with your education, with your own testing. But absolutely beautiful. 78% win rate. Good for you. Overall finishing number 8 in the competition and securing himself a 25K account. In the competition, he was actually number 15. That would have completely gutted him from any prize. But he comes back and finishes number 8 because he follows his rules. Finishing in the top 57 of traders from a P&L perspective, yet still taking number 8 because consistent, does not break the rules of Ment Funding. Absolutely beautiful. Only 19 trades in the month, less than a trade a day. Worked his way up instantly, started out in drawdown, continued the trade, worked his way up, came back to break even, worked up to 210, 162 on his account, continued to just linearly grow his account to 230, 177. Again, a reminder that every single one of these members ended with way more money than it requires for them to gain to actually pass a one-step Ment Funding evaluation. So it's very cool that they're getting it for free now. Basically, they've kind of passed to get a free one. That's what's happening here. But it's a reminder that there are traders out there that have beautiful EVs and beautiful systems where they have what it takes to pass. In some cases, it's just a demo environment like this one or a competition that's going to push them to do that. So congratulations to you, Arthur W., to you, Roselle, and to all the others out here. Now, what I want to do to commemorate this is I'm going to go down one more time and look at the performance, the underlying performance. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Just shows the tight-knit race that we had. Dave out ahead, just came guns blazing, took off, just living in a world of his own, in the clouds, just completely killing it, going to make millions, right? Absolutely going nuts. Again, not financial advice. We don't know if he's going to make millions. But this is just beautiful. Just takes off. He's in a world of his own here. EasyJ, look at this. EasyJ starts off. Take a look at EasyJ and Patijack. Right, check this out. They start out. Patijack's on top. They cross over. Patijack's slowly catching up and goes sideways for a while, while Easy also goes sideways for a bit. Patijack takes off ahead of Easy and gets an all-time high. Continues trading, coming down slowly as Easy takes off and linearly grows his account, and just in the last moment takes off beyond him and above him and wins the $100,000 account instead of the $50,000, putting Patijack just under him at that $50K. Congratulations to both of you in this beautiful run. You guys did amazing. Congratulations to both of you for your trading and, for where you finished, but damn, ain't that crazy. Good job there. Kugetso, you can also take a look, took off just nice linear fashion and got taken over by Patijack and Easy near the end right there. Yellow couldn't take over. Landon was doing very well. Landon started off, little dips, little gains, little dips, little gains, and nice little gains at the very end, winning himself that 5th place. Saurabh right here, just under. You can take a look at that. Makes his big money and goes sideways for the entire time. Takes off actually above everybody else. And if we included his 90K gain or like 200K gain, it would have gone like this. But something looked fishy there. It was like 60 lots, 80 lots or something on German 30. So I apologize, my good man, Saurabh, but congratulations for still getting a winning spot, despite the fact that we cleared those trades from your actual account. Congratulations. Roselle, absolutely amazing. Taking off, was doing very well, was actually in 4th place, and then near the end, just a little bit of that dip, got taken over by Saurabh here and ended out right there. Very good job. And then last, Arthur W., congratulations to you too. Just a very beautiful graphic here. And yeah, guys, congratulations on the June Memorial Day competition, and happy Memorial Day for those of you that celebrated way back when. And of course, these videos are going to come out a lot faster now because we have the general blueprint for what we're looking for in our traders. I appreciate everyone that waited And you guys, congratulations. If your name's right here, come claim your account. You deserve it. Good luck with Ment Funding. Keep it up. And very quickly, Ment 4 currently is a discount you guys can use. Go ahead, go down the select plan, and boom, you got a beautiful little upgrade to the way the website looks. We're working constantly on upgrading this a little bit further. You know, we've been hard at work. One step current, but coming soon. Got some stuff that's in the works for you guys. So thank you for being loyal fans of Mentfunding, loyal traders to Mentfunding, and go ahead and get funded. And I'll see you guys in the next competition. All right, thank you guys. Peace. Quick disclaimer, these videos are meant for educational purposes only. Anything said or shown in any of these videos are personal opinion and my perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, so anything done is your responsibility.